Yeah, he was straight on what he wanted. He told us that he wants hard work ethic. No one's promised a spot on the team. You just got to go out there every day and work as hard as you can. And he wants to start. He wants us starting playing playoff hockey already.
I know there's a lot of movement on teams at this level, but this is a team that went pretty far last year. That's what's on before. And there are like 7 or 9 guys here from last year. That's a bigger holdover than you get on a lot of teams. So do you kind of feel that a little bit? This is a team that sort of has some unfinished business with them. I mean, I know you're moving half the team, but actually in this league, sometimes you don't have anybody come back. So.
No, for sure. There's, obviously the guys want to do a lot better than they did last year, and it always hurts getting knocked out before the finals. And I'm coming here, and a few other guys are coming in here as well to help the team out. And we're going to try and work as hard as we can to win a championship.
What was kind of the mood coming in? Did coach in the meetings? I know you haven't told me exactly what he said. Did he sort of set an intensity level, or? To get out there?
Yeah, no, he definitely made us realize that, no matter where you played last year, everyone's trying out here. It's not, no one's got the team made for sure. And, he just reiterated, how good the competition is and, how hard everyone has to work if you want to make the team.
Daryl, do you still have that unfinished business mentality in your head following last season?
Oh, definitely. We're, a lot of all the guys that came back are definitely chomping at the bit, ready to get going, and we want to make it to that next round and then win it. So.
Good pace. Everyone's working hard, and that's what we want on the first day. I think it's going to be really competitive, and the guys that are going to make the team are the guys that are going to work the hardest. That's for sure.
Shot the leg. How's the legs feel? Good.
I mean, the worst part is the beginning. Once you got into it, it was okay. But we did tire things.
The coach sort of set an intensity level about what he wants to accomplish. And I know he had a couple meetings and stuff before you guys got out there. Does he sort of set really early what he expects out of you guys?
He did, but you know what? He doesn't even really have to say it. Everyone knows that to make the team here, and everyone's got to make the team. No one's guaranteed a position. You got to work your hardest, and you can't be outworked by anyone, because that could be the difference between making the team and not.
Thanks a lot.
Were you at maybe an advantage at this point this year compared to last year when you were coming in first off to camp here, and then getting a chance over in Worcester for this season as well?
I look at that, it was a chance to compete with a very high level, and I was fortunate enough to get the invite and try to use it as a springboard here to kind of get the legs under me here.
What did you take away individually, which maybe kind of helped your game out in the long run by being in Worcester's camp for X amount of days?
I would say that one thing I took away is kind of the mental aspect of the way that all 20 guys or so, 20 or 30 guys approach the game, and how even every little practice they treat it like there's game 7.
Okay. Do you like this, the 4 games, the extra game?
I've never done it. At this level, everyone's kind of always been the 2 games format and a lot of scrimmage time. For me, I think we've got a very competitive camp. There's a lot of players. Every player fights for every job. So it's wide open, and they get 4 games and 4 opportunities to prove that they belong. I felt last year, going in with the number of players we had in camp and the number of veteran players that didn't get an exhibition game because I needed to see what other guys could do to make the right decisions, I thought we were behind the 8 ball to start the season. So this year I made sure that we're not going to be behind the 8 ball. Guys like Craig Vallette, guys like Fraser Clair, guys like Chris Dalvies are going to play exhibition games, and they're going to be in shape and game ready for opening weekend. So that's why the 4 games are there. It gives me an opportunity to not only evaluate over 4 games and guys competing against guys that are competing for jobs on other teams, but also getting to be familiar with each other and seeing what type of chemistry we can create, and 4 different opportunities to switch lines up and see if we can create chemistry that we didn't think was there.
You have a lot of returnees, but something that a couple of them told me is that you made it very clear in the meetings today that no one's guaranteed a job. I mean, you look at the roster, you see a lot of names, and you can say, quite a few of them will probably make the team, but no one's guaranteed anything as they hit the ice today, right?
No, and I don't think you can guarantee anything. The reality is our contracts are 24 hours long. A player can be here for one day and be gone the next day, and that's the reality of minor pro hockey. What I told the players is that your resume got you in the door, but what you do in the next 7 days is going to keep you in the door. So, which it's not a threat; it's a reality of this training camp. We've got a lot of very good players, a lot of players that I think can make the hockey team. I think every player here can make the hockey team, and I think that's a great situation to be in for me. It's going to make some tough decisions, but again, 4 opportunities, 4 games for those guys to solidify their opportunity and their shot. So I think it makes it good for the guys that are returning. They're going to be pushed. Nobody's guaranteed anything. Obviously, in my mind, I hope every one of those guys, I brought them back for a reason because I know what they can do, and they've got every opportunity. They're maybe a little bit ahead of everyone else. But the reality is it's going to be 7 days of evaluating and 4 games of figuring out which 22 guys are going to be the right 22.
Are you waiting for any guys to come back from the Oilers?
Yes. They're still
They're not on the
potentially, obviously we don't know who, but from a number standpoint, there most likely will be some more assignments potentially from both San Jose and Edmonton.
Anybody so far stand out on day one?
You know what? I didn't really want to over-evaluate on day one. I think it was important for those guys. A lot of guys traveled today, and a lot of guys had long travel days. Guys were up at 3:30 in the morning, leaving Worcester to get here. So, there's a few guys. I'll tell you who I'm probably most impressed with right now is our tryout players that have all been here, and not to say that I think they're better than guys that are here, but every one of those guys are really putting forth the effort, and they're pushing guys, and I think they fit in real well. So I don't know if that's a bad thing for the guys that are here. They should be pushing them out. But I really liked the way the work ethic was out there. I thought the pace was fantastic for the first day. Everybody played extremely hard and skated hard, and we kept it short on purpose, and we kept the pace high just to make sure that the guys were getting that good day. And tomorrow will be a pretty significant work day, getting ready for what's going to be, in my mind, a sold-out crowd in Alaska for their Pink in the Rink weekend, or 2-game set there on Tuesday, Wednesday. So looking forward to seeing what we can do in game action.
You don't have many days to practice and get things together before Friday at home. How is that a negative towards you guys, or how do you think that's going to work out?
Yeah, potentially. I think with less practice time and the less opportunity to work and break down systems and walk guys through more stuff. One thing that will happen, as opposed to what happens during the regular season, is our morning skates, our pregame skates, will be probably a lot longer and a lot more in depth in terms of a teaching element. And then we'll also have pretty significant video sessions in the mornings after the Tuesday night game. So Wednesday morning, and then Thursday we'll have a good video session, and probably Friday morning as well, learning from our own videotape, and that's how I'm going to do a lot of our teaching. But the guys will be given plenty of handouts to know what the expected systems are. And again, I'm looking for guys to not only adapt to our system, but what I'm looking for is players that can think out there, and a player that really understands the game, has good hockey sense, usually adapts pretty well to a system or picks it up quickly.